Hey everyone, I got some questions from my last video about broth, so I wanted to go ahead and address that here. I was asked, should you be cutting off the skin or the fat? And the answer to that is no. The fat and the skin both contain really important ingredients that you need in your broth that you need to be consuming. I know this grosses a lot of people out, and honestly, if it makes you feel better to trim a little bit of the fat, then I would say go for it. But you want to work yourself up to where you can have a nice fatty broth. Again, the fat is super important for our brain and our development and our joints and all of that. And the collagen, a lot of that's found in the skin, and especially the cartilage, bones, and stuff like that. So again, reading the book is really helpful because she explains the science behind all of it. This isn't just woo-woo. It's there's real backing to this. So check it out if you're skeptical. You should check out her book, Gut and Psychology Syndrome. How to eat it. A lot of times I'll just take the bone and I'll take a fork, I'll stand the bone up and I'll scoop the meat off the bone straight onto the plate. Salt it, and my kids will eat the meat, sometimes a little bit of the skin. I just put it all on there and encourage them to eat as much as possible. Some of them are just not going to eat all of it, and that's okay. You can actually save the bones. You can throw those in a bag and throw them in the freezer for your next time that you do soup. The skin as well, you can set that aside, you can freeze it, you can add it, blend it in with your broths and soups. It'll thicken it and also add a nice flavor. Might be overwhelming to add all the skins. I would try just kind of maybe adding one at a time, and because it can get to be a little much if you were to put it all in. So as for the broth, you want to drink that in a cup with your meal, unless it's already in your meal. Like let's say you made soup or you made casserole that called for broth and you just incorporated it into your meal and everybody's eating that, then that's perfectly fine. And that goes for the meat as well. You don't have to eat it on the side, of course, if it's already in your dish that you're doing. I was asked about meat and the quality of the meat. Dr. Natasha says you want to be using the best quality meat you can. So organic, pastured, local, non-GMO, all the things, as clean as possible. But the most important thing is to eat the meat. So if the only thing you have access to or that you can realistically afford and sustain is to get that cheap meat, then that is better than nothing. So use what you can. As for storage, oxygen is the enemy. So if you make a nice fatty broth and you stick it in the fridge, a layer of fat is going to rise to the top, and that actually blocks off the oxygen and seals it. So as long as there wasn't moisture in there, it's kept at a cold temperature, it should actually keep for quite a while. And I would say use your nose as your guide, and also don't do anything you're really uncomfortable with. Play it safe. You're also able to go ahead and freeze that. So I hope this helps.